Session 3, Origins and Related Words. Depends how you turn. Introvert, extrovert, and ambivert are built on the Latin verb verto, to turn. If your thoughts are constantly turned inward, intro, you are an introvert. Outward, extro, an extrovert, and in both directions, ambi, an ambivert. The prefix ambi, both, is also found in ambidextrous, able to use both hands with equal skill. The noun is ambidexterity. Dexterous means skillful. The noun dexterity is skill. The ending -ous is a common adjective suffix, famous, dangerous, perilous, etc. Ity is a common noun suffix, vanity, quality, simplicity, etc. Spelling caution. Note that the letter following the T in ambidextrous is ER, but that in dexterous, the next letter is E. Dexter is actually the Latin word for right hand. In the ambidextrous person, both hands are right hands, so to speak. The right hand is traditionally the more skillful one. It is only within recent decades that we have come to accept that lefties or southpaws are just as normal as anyone else. And the term left-handed is still used as a synonym of awkward. The Latin word for the left hand is sinister. This same word in English means threatening, evil, or dangerous, a further commentary on our early suspiciousness of left-handed persons. There may still be some parents who insist on forcing left-handed children to change, though left-handedness is inherited, and as much an integral part of its possessor as eye color or nose shape, with various unfortunate results to the child, sometimes stuttering or an inability to read with normal skill. The French word for the left hand is gauche, and as you would suspect, when we took this word over into English, we invested it with an uncomplimentary meaning. Call someone gauche, and you imply clumsiness, generally social rather than physical. We're right back to our age-old misconception that left-handed people are less skillful than right-handed ones. A gauche remark is tactless. A gauche offer of sympathy is so bumbling as to be embarrassing. Gaucherie is an awkward, clumsy, tactless, embarrassing way of saying things or of handling situations. The gauche person is totally without finesse. And the French word for the right hand is droit, which we have used in building our English word adroit. Needless to say, adroit, like dexterous, means skillful, but especially in the exercise of the mental facilities. Like gauche, adroit, or its noun adroitness, usually is used figuratively. The adroit person is quick-witted, can get out of difficult spots cleverly, can handle situations ingeniously. Adroitness is, then, quite the opposite of gaucherie: love, hate, and marriage. Misanthrope, misogynist, and monogamist are built on the Greek root misein, to hate. The misanthrope hates mankind, Greek anthropos, mankind. The misogynist hates women, Greek gyne, woman. The monogamist hates marriage, Greek gamos, marriage, marriage. Anthropos, mankind, is also found in anthropology, the study of the development of the human race, and in philanthropist, one who loves mankind and shows such love by making substantial financial contributions to charitable organizations or by donating time and energy to helping those in need. The root gyne, woman, is also found in gynecologist, the medical specialist who treats female disorders, and the root gamos, marriage, occurs also in bigamy and polygamy. As we will discover later, monos means one but means two, polys means many. So monogamy is the custom of only one marriage at a time. Bigamy, by etymology, is two marriages. In actuality, the unlawful act of contracting another marriage without divorcing one's current legal spouse. And polygamy, by derivation, many marriages, and therefore etymologically denoting plural marriage for either males or females, in current usage generally refers to the custom practiced in earlier times by the Mormons and before them by King Solomon in which the man has as many wives as he can afford financially and or emotionally. The correct but rarely used term for this custom is polygyny, polys, many, plus gyne, woman. What if a woman has 2 or more husbands, a form of marriage practiced in the Himalaya mountains of Tibet? That custom is called polyandry, from polys plus Greek andros, male. Making friends with suffixes. English words have various forms, using certain suffixes for nouns referring to persons, other suffixes for practices, attitudes, philosophies, etc., and still others for adjectives. Consider person practice, etc. Adjective: misanthrope or misanthropist, misanthropy, misanthropic, misogynist, misogyny, misogynous or misogynistic, gynecologist, gynecology, gynecological, monogamist, monogamy, monogamous, bigamist, bigamy, bigamous, polygamist, polygamy, polygamous, polygynist, polygyny, polygynous, polyandrist, polyandry, polyandrous, philanthropist, philanthropy, philanthropic, anthropologist, anthropology, anthropological. You will note then that ist is a common suffix for a person, y for a practice, attitude, etc., and ik or us for an adjective. Living alone and liking it. Ascetic is from the Greek word asketes, monk or hermit. A monk lives a lonely life, not for him the pleasures of the flesh pots, the laughter and merriment of convivial gatherings, the dissipation of high living. Rather, days of contemplation, study, and rough toil, nights on a hard bed in a simple cell, and the kind of self-denial that leads to a purification of the soul. That person is an ascetic who leads an existence, voluntarily of course, that compares in austerity, simplicity, and rigorous hardship with the life of a monk. The practice is asceticism, the adjective ascetic. Review of etymology. Notice how efficiently you can master words by understanding their etymological structure. Stop for a moment to review the roots, prefixes, and suffixes you have studied. Can you recall a word we have discussed in this chapter that is built on the indicated prefix, root, or suffix? Prefix, root, suffix, meaning, example. Ego, self. Alter, other, intro dash, inside, extro dash, outside. Verto, turn, ambidash, both, misane, hate. Anthropos, mankind. Gyne, woman. Gamos, marriage. Ascetes, monk. Centrum, center. Mania, madness. Dexter, right. Sinister, left hand. Gauche, left hand. Droit, right hand. Monos, 1, bidash. 2, polys, many. Andros, male. Ist, person who, noun suffix. Practice, custom, etc., noun suffix. Ovus, adjective suffix. Iti, quality, condition, etc., noun suffix. Using the words, can you pronounce the words? Say each word aloud. Hear it in your own voice. Say it often enough so that you feel comfortable with it, noting carefully from the phonetic respelling exactly how it should sound. Remember that the first crucial step in mastering a word is to be able to say it with ease and assurance. 1. Ambidextrous. 2. Ambidexterity. 3. Dexterous. 4. Dexterity. 5. Sinister. 6. Gauche. Say the English word go, then quickly add dash eshesh. 7. Gaucherie. 8. Adroit. 9th Adroitness. 10th Anthropology. 11th Anthropologist. 12th Anthropological. 13th Philanthropist. 14. Philanthropy. 15. Philanthropic. 16th Gynecologist. 17th Gynecology. 18. Gynecological. 19th Monogamist. 20. Monogamy. 21st Monogamous. Can you pronounce the words? 1st Bigamist. 2nd Bigamy. 3rd Bigamous. 4th Polygamist. 5th Polygamy. 6th Polygamous. 7th Polygynist. 8th Polygyny. 9th Polygynous. 10th Polyandrist. 11th Polyandry. 12th Polyandrous. 13th Misanthropist. 14th Misanthropy. 15th misanthropic, 16 misogyny, 17th misogynist, 18 misogynistic, 19th misogamy, 20 monogamous, 21st asceticism. Can you work with the words? Check on your comprehension. See how successfully you can match words and meanings. A. Evil, threatening. B. Hating mankind. C. Skillful. D. Awkward. E. Capable of using both hands with equal skill. Can you work with the words? A. System of only one marriage. B. Hatred of women. C. Illegal plurality of marriages. D. Study of human development. E. Study of female ailments. Can you work with the words? A. Devotion to a lonely and austere life. B. Skill, cleverness. C. Custom, in which one man has many wives. D. Love of mankind. E. Hatred of marriage. Can you work with the words? A student of the development of mankind. B. One who engages in charitable works. C. Male with a plurality of wives. D. Women's doctor. E. Female with a plurality of husbands. Do you understand the words? 1. Can ambidextrous people use either the left or right hand equally well? 2. Should a surgeon be manually dexterous? 3. Is a sinister-looking person frightening? 4. Is gaucherie a social asset? 5. Is an adroit speaker likely to be a successful lawyer? 6. Is a student of anthropology interested in primitive tribes? 7. Does a gynecologist have more male than female patients? 8. Is monogamy the custom in Western countries? 9. Is a monogamist likely to show tendencies toward polygamy? 10. Is a bigamist breaking the law? 11. Is a philanthropist generally altruistic? 12. Does a misanthropist enjoy human relationships? 13. Does a misogynist enjoy female companionship? 14. Are unmarried people necessarily monogamous? 15. Are bachelors necessarily misogynous? 16. Is asceticism compatible with luxurious living and the pursuit of pleasure? 17. Does a polyandrist have more than one husband? Can you recall the words? 1. Philosophy of living austerely. 2. Hatred of women. 3. Hatred of marriage. 4. Hatred of mankind. 5. Skillful. 6. Awkward. 7. Evil, threatening. 8. Describing hatred of women. Adjective. 9. Skill. 10. Pertaining to hatred of marriage. Adjective. 11. Pertaining to hatred of mankind. Adjective. 12th social custom of plural marriage. 13. Unlawful state of having more than one spouse. 14th doctor specializing in female disorders. 15th custom of one marriage at a time. 16. One who hates the human race. 17. Able to use both hands with equal skill. 18th study of mankind. 19. One who loves mankind. 20. Skill in the use of both hands. Chapter review. A. Do you recognize the words? 1. Put selfish desires first. A. Egoist. B. Egotist. C. Altruist. 2. Is self-analytical. A. Extrovert. B. Introvert. C. Ambivert. 3. Hates women. A. Monogamist. B. Misanthrope. C. Misogynist. 4. One's other self. A. Altercation. B. Alter ego. C. Alteration. 5. Awkward, clumsy. A. Adroit. B. Dexterous. C. Gauche. 6. Plural marriage as a custom. A. Bigamy. B. Polygamy. C. Monogamy. 7. Study of human development. A. Asceticism. B. Philanthropy. C. Anthropology. 8. Plurality of husbands as a custom. A. Misogyny. B. Polygyny. C. Polyandry. Can you recognize roots? Ego, egoist. Alter, alternative. Verto, introvert. Misine, misogynist. Anthropos, anthropologist. Gynecologist. Gamos, bigamy. Centrum, egocentric. Dexter, dexterous. Droit, adroit. Monos, monogamy, andros, polyandry. Teaser questions for the amateur etymologist. Suppose you met the following words in your reading. Recognizing the roots on which they are constructed, could you figure out the meanings? Write your answers on the blank lines. 1. Anthropocentric. 2. Andromania. 3rd. Gynandrous. 4th. Monomania. 5th. Misandrist. Stick to your time schedule. In 3 sessions, you have become acquainted with scores of new, vital, exciting words. You understand the ideas behind these words, their various forms and spellings, their pronunciation, their derivation, how they can be used, and exactly what they mean. I do not wish to press a point unduly, but it is possible that you have learned more new words in the short time it took you to cover this chapter than the average adult learns in an entire year. This realization should make you feel both gratified and excited. Funny thing about time. Aside from the fact that we all, rich or poor, sick or well, have the same amount of time, exactly 24 hours every day, that is, looking at time from a static point of view, it is also true that we can always find time for the things we enjoy doing, almost never for the things we find unpleasant, and that is looking at time from the dynamic point of view. I am not merely being philosophical. I am sure you will agree with this concept if you give it a little thought. If you have enjoyed learning new words, accepting new challenges, gaining new understanding, and discovering the thrill of successful accomplishment, then make sure to stay with the time schedule you have set up for yourself. A crucial factor in successful, ongoing learning is routine. Develop a comfortable time routine, persevere against all distractions, and you will learn anything you sincerely want to learn. So, to give yourself an edge, write here the day and hour you plan to return to your work.